Hello everyone, I'm Brian and today I'm going to be reacting to 19 strange things that only happen in India. So that's a pretty bold statement to say that it only happens in India, but I guess we'll find out if it in fact does. I'm probably sure most of them do only happen in India. I don't know. I don't know what those things are. I've never seen this. So anyways, let's go ahead and give this thing a shot. Well, let's see what those 19 strange things are. It's quite interesting to learn stuff about other countries. Bright side. By the way, I'm going to be pausing in between because I don't feel right just playing it all and without saying or stopping it. If you want to watch it uncut, uninterrupted, the link will be in the description below. And let's go ahead.
19 strange things that can only happen in India. Welcome to India, where you'll see soda being used as a pesticide, IDs for cows, the world's most expensive house, and so much more.
IDs for cows. And sodas for pesticides. That's interesting.
1. 6 seasons in a year.
Dang.
According
okay.
to the Hindu calendar, there are 6 seasons. The familiar summer, fall, winter, and spring seasons, as well as the monsoon season and winter's eve season. Spring is called the king of seasons, and it's a good time to visit India if you want to see some holy celebrations.
I was wondering, like, again, I research Japan. Again, I'm an anime fan. I love sushi, so that's the very first place I thought of. Like, if I were to go, actually, I thought of England as well, or Europe in general, for castles, because I was also fascinated with knights and medieval. But ever since I've been watching a lot of, or I've been reacting to a lot of Indian stuff, I actually really want to go there now. And I was thinking, it's like, okay, if I was to go there, what things do I need to know? Like, when's the best time to go? Where's the places to go at what times? Where's a good place for food? Stuff like that. If you want to enjoy, like, I'm not going to have much time. So if you have 1 week to visit India, these are the places that you need to go. I don't want to rush things, but you gotta plan things out that way you get to experience as much of the culture and the festivities as possible.
The nicest time of year in terms of weather is probably winter's eve season. This is when Diwali, the most important Hindu festival, takes place.
Ah. So that's really cool. Winter's Eve. So when does Winter's Eve start? I'm not exactly sure. I mean, it didn't give a time frame like, oh, in December or February or something like that.
2. A specific head gesture for agreeing.
Hmm. Okay.
Instead of nodding up and down like we're used to, Indians
I do that a
bobble
lot.
their heads from side to side in agreement.
Is that true? Like that? Now, mind you, in America, there's a stereotype for that. I just thought that was something that they did. But if that is true, now I can understand why they do that. I nod my head when I agree, like that, or to acknowledge people.
This gesture is so unique to the culture that it's even known as the Indian headshake. Depending on the context, it's something between okay and I understand. It can also be a substitute for thank you. In any case, it's always affirmative.
Huh? Really? Let me know. I mean, I don't know if that's changed now. That's the reason why I'm hoping you guys can let me know if that's still going on, or whether culture has changed that, or whether even that it's even done anymore or understood as that.
3. Extremely polluted air in major cities.
Wow.
Of course, a lot of big cities all over the world have air pollution, but it's on a whole other level in India. Factory emissions and car exhaust cause smog, which makes breathing difficult for both citizens and visitors there. Just one day in Delhi is equal to smoking about 50 cigarettes. Fortunately, the government is working on solving the problem. They're improving emission monitoring and have started rating plants according to pollution levels.
Is that true? That's definitely like when I went back to my home country, it was bad there too. Every vehicle is ran on diesel, and it's just constant smog or just pollution coming out of the cars. And yeah, a lot of people in my country actually wear masks, not because they're sick or anything. It's just because I remember going out for like a day over there, and I just got sick. It's gotten worse, I guess, ever since I left and came back to visit, and it was a lot worse. Even like eating my own country's food, my stomach had to get back used to it. My stomach wasn't handling it very well. I gotten used to the American food, I guess. But yeah, I mean, when you've been gone for so long, and you come back to visit. Oh my gosh, it's your bathroom is your best friend. But yeah, I like staying at home when I go back there just because going out is terrible. Not terrible like it's bad, but just it's traffic and freaking pollution. Sorry, let's continue on. Need to stop rambling too
4.
much.
All the world's major religions. Although
Really?
80% of Indians practice Hinduism, this country includes all the world's major religions plus more. You'll meet followers of Islam, Christianity,
Mm-hmm.
Sikhism, Judaism, Buddhism, Jainism, and lots of smaller indigenous faiths all in one place. Now that's impressive. 5. Home to the biggest family in the world.
Biggest family?
The world's biggest family lives in India's Batwang village. Ziona Chana has 39 wives, 94 kids, and over 40 grandchildren. And his family just keeps growing. They all live together in a 100-room house. A regular
Dang.
family dinner for them consists of 30 chickens, 132 pounds of potatoes, and 220 pounds of rice. The
That's just-
72-year-old head of the family explains that all his wives actually asked him to marry them, and he just couldn't say no. And
Huh.
he plans to keep expanding the family. Now, that's what I call extended family.
Wait, was that one day of food? My gosh.
8. The second largest English-speaking country in the world. When you think of English-speaking countries, do you immediately bring to mind the USA, the UK, Canada, and Australia? Well, next time, don't forget about India. Second only to the US, India has around 125 million English speakers. Oh, and that's only 10% of their population.
Yeah, okay. I guess the lucky thing. Damn, 125. Dude, that's like a third of America's population, I think. 10%. Jeez. Hey, it's a good thing though. If you ever go over there, at least you're not gonna like an American or someone who just speaks English. If they go over there, they're not. Well, 10%. That's very small. So hopefully you can find someone that can, you can become friends with and translate for you.
7. Policemen are paid for having mustaches.
What?
Indian police officers get a bonus if they have a mustache. Apparently, the idea is that mustaches make men more reputable and manly. Plus, it's an essential feature of Indian folklore. The difference in pay rate is actually only 30 rupees, which
Oh.
is about 50 cents. But hey, that adds up over time.
So would I count? Or is it particular? I was wondering about the image. I'm like 900 rupees and 930 rupees. Why? I thought maybe it's a different uniform. I figured maybe he's promoted the guy on the right. Anyway, is it a particular mustache? Do I have to shave like this part off and keep the top?
8. Cows carry ID. In the Indian state of West Bengal, every cow is given its own photo ID card. This is
A
done to
photo
prevent
ID.
cow smuggling to Bangladesh, which is right across the border. The government of India wants to expand this project across the entire country and actually plans to invest $7.8 million in giving the nation's cows a 12-digit identity number each. This will be
Weird.
done to monitor vaccination and breeding cycles and would double the dairy sector's income by 2022.
I mean, that's understandable. I mean, photo ID is a little bit weird. Identification number or something makes sense, but well, they're taking it a step further, I suppose. And I mean, that's great that being able to keep track of the cow's health and vaccination, all that, it's actually
9.
really good.
Spices
I think they do
galore.
it in America, I'm sure, but I'm sure it's a
75%
different
of all
method.
spices on the world market are produced in India, making it the world's leader in spice production. It exports 180 kinds of spices over 160 countries. Spices are so powerful here that one of them is even used as a non-toxic weapon. The military consider butt jolokia, or ghost pepper, great for making tear gas-like hand grenades.
Yeah.
Now that's spicy.
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, I
10.
think to use that, I mean, terrible as in if that stuff gets on you, whoo, man, you're gonna have a bad day. I think in pepper spray and stuff like that, they use something very similar. I've always been curious about it, but never really wanted to experiment with it. I've seen Markiplier and I can't remember his friend. They did it, and it seems like it was very terrible. And they're sitting there pouring milk over their face. Whew, man.
Low divorce rate. Only one marriage out of 100 ends in divorce in India. So what's their secret to such marital stability? Most people believe this has to do with religion. Marriage here is a holy union, not an official agreement. Arranged marriages might also be a factor. The families often choose the best life partner for their child. Plus, married couples don't want to dishonor their families with a divorce.
I think in America it's like a 50-50 now, and religion I do believe helps in keeping the family together, but it's kind of breaking apart as well.
11. Pre-wedding detectives. To make
What?
sure their children will have a happily ever after marriage, some Indian families hire private detectives to investigate the prospective bride or groom. Their financial situation, bad habits like drinking or smoking, previous relationships, and personality are the main things the detectives are hired to check out.
Holy smokes. Okay, that was actually quite interesting. Pre-marriage detectives. Holy smokes. I mean, so much. Well, I mean, I'm guessing the family, the father and mother would do this, or the family of the bride or groom. I'm assuming it goes both ways to make sure that the other person is who they say they are. I guess, and I can only experience so much. I can only say so much about Americans is the fact that they take it upon themselves. But even then, yeah, that's kind of bad, but at the same time, very interesting and cool. The only reason why I say bad is because it's you. I guess my belief is that you gotta know the person. I mean, you can't really take other people's word for things, but then again, if this is something, if this is serious business, which it seems like it, you can trust what they say, because sometimes you can't. I guess you can't really get to know the person long enough to know everything about them. So I guess they have to kind of do this to kind of speed that up, so that they can get married sooner. But anyone out there married and anyone's done this? Is that still a thing today? Actually, again, I don't know how old this tradition or whatever this thing is. It is still done today? That's the main thing, I
12.
guess. Is any of these things still done today? I'm sure
Home
most are.
of the Love Commandos.
What?
In India, there's a group called the Love Commandos. It's a non-profit that supports couples from different castes and are being harassed and even killed for their controversial inter-caste relationship. Journalists, lawyers, human rights activists, and businessmen work as volunteers to give these oppressed lovers shelter, legal advice, and protection.
What? Is that okay? Again, is that? I'm sure that probably it might still be going today, but I'm hoping it's a dying. Did I hear that right? That there are love commandos, meaning killing people because they're marrying outside of their caste. That's what I thought I heard. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If that's so, I'm hoping that's a dying breed. Is that still going on
13.
today?
No
Oh, 19.
locks,
Sorry,
no
God, I need to keep
worries.
going.
Shani Signapur is a temple town in Maharashtra where residents have no doors or locks in their houses or shops. They believe their property is under the protection of Lord Shani. So, any burglar will be punished by turning blind, and anyone who's dishonest will get 7 years of bad luck. Even the bank doesn't have a regular lock on it. Instead, there's a glass panel with a remote-controlled electromagnetic lock, almost impossible to see.
Wow, that's very trusting.
14.
For
An
sure.
innovative way to use soda. Indian farmers use Coca-Cola and Pepsi instead of expensive pesticides to protect their crops. The manufacturers of these beverages deny this fact, of course, but agricultural scientists confirm that carbohydrates and sugar actually improve plants' immunity to pests. Think
Wow.
about that next time you reach for one of these drinks. 15.
I need to keep going. I'm going
Gold-clad
too slow.
housewives. Indian housewives own 11% of the world's gold. That's more than the combined stocks of the US, Switzerland, Germany, and the International Monetary Fund. That means they actually have over 18,000 tons of gold worth more than $950 billion. They call it perceived wealth and refuse to give it up even in times of crisis.
Dang, really? I mean, you gotta sacrifice a little bit to keep your family, fed or something. But, if there's no crisis, then no need to give it up, really.
16.
I would assume,
Skyscraper
anyway.
home. Business tycoon Mukesh Ambani is the richest man in the country, and his Mumbai residence is the most expensive house in the world, worth around $2 billion.
I remember someone
This
saying about that.
27-story skyscraper called Antilla is occupied by the Ambani family and their 600-person staff who take care of the property around the clock.
600
There's a
people
50-seat
staff.
home theater, parking lots for 160 cars, a spa, a gym, 3 helipads, and we'd be here all day naming all the extravagant luxuries this family's skyscraper's house includes.
My
Moving on.
gosh. It makes, I mean, dude, I wonder if there's a video about that person's house, because I am curious about it. If there is, please leave it in the chat below, the comments below. My God, 600 people, staff. I'm guessing because maybe night and day, along with taking care of everything. That is crazy.
17. The Monkey Menace. Delhi faces a real problem with an overpopulation of monkeys roaming the city. They cause chaos in the metro and in front of government buildings, and are even known to attack people. To solve this problem, monkey handlers are hired to train and take care of a fierce-looking langur to scare them off. So I guess it's fighting fire with fire, or monkey with monkey. 18. The Mystery of Sentinel Island.
Sentinel
India
Island.
controls Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal, a territory that remains virtually untouched by modern civilization. The island is perhaps the hardest place in the world to visit. The Sentinelese are a hunter-gatherer society that don't welcome outsiders and basically kill anyone who gets too close to their lands. Things remain here today exactly how they were thousands of years ago.
I wonder if that's the tribe I've heard about. I don't remember. It has to be. Yeah, I think that might be the island where there's still a tribe there that has not been touched by modern people. And I do believe I heard maybe a story that a Christian person tried to get over there to convert them to Christianity, and he died because he believed that their souls were going to be damned to hell unless they hear about the Lord and Savior. Oh my gosh. It's really weird though to just think that there is still a civilization, or at least a group of people out there that's never seen modern technology. It's quite fascinating.
19. The Land of Great Inventions. India is the homeland of chess. The indigenous name
My
of this
favorite
game
sport.
is Chaturanga, meaning 4 divisions of an army, namely elephants, chariots, cavalry, and infantry. Chess isn't the only thing invented in India. We can also thank the bright minds of this country for cataract surgery, wireless communication, fiber optics, metallurgy, cotton cultivation,
Don't know what
and
metallurgy
everyday
is.
items such as buttons, rulers, weight scales, flush toilets, and even shampoo. Which of these facts surprised you the most?
I will say either the Love Commandos or the Love Detectives. Those, I think, out of all the things that I've learned so far, and now learning about these things, I think those two probably. It's really weird to have Love Commandos to assassinate people because of their cast. If I heard that correctly, again, if I heard that correctly, it's terrible. I'm hoping that's not the case anymore, or is a dying thing. But the Love Detective, though, I definitely gotta watch a video now, and I definitely have to watch a video now. I'm curious about that one. I gotta see how they do it and what did he do to get that information. Like, I mean, you can't. I guess you talk to their you can't talk to their parents because the parents are gonna know. It's like, oh, you're gonna lie about their children. Well, not necessarily. They're not necessarily gonna lie, but of course they want to make their child look really, really good.
Tell us in the comments section. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel to stay with us on the bright side.
Okay. That was very interesting for sure. Let me go. Oh God, that's super bright. Maybe let me go to I don't know, go somewhere that there. Okay, that works. Yeah, that was 1920. Only happened in India. I'm not sure. That might not be the case anymore. I'm sure some of those things are more outside of India now. Although a lot of those I'm sure is quite in India. People do hire private detectives about the love stuff. It's not very common in America. Obviously, you want to know if someone's cheating on you, or you generally, when the love detectives in America are more like their friends, they start talking to their friends about things to say, "What do you know about this person?" I don't know much about that because I don't talk to people about stuff like that. But anyways, that was quite interesting, I will say, and I enjoy learning about cultural things of India. It's really fascinating. Again, a series that I want to start up with learning about India is the stepping stone to me doing other cultures as well. I've done Japan personally because, again, I wanted to go visit there, and now learning about India, I definitely want to go visit there. I at least now know a proper time. I just need to find out what months those are, which is was it the winter fall or winter? I can't remember what it's called anyway. It's not winter, but it's the winter something because I guess it's cooler weather, and at least the celebration of I think one of the major temples there, which I think is the temple that I actually enjoyed from or wanted to see more in my temple reaction, which is somewhere in my playlist of React to India. Anyways, I guess that's all I have to say about this. If you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.